Hello and welcome. It's Kylie Bertucci, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Australia. Welcome, everyone. So lovely to see so many of you on already. I will be sharing this video so that we can get some more friends on here so we can do some stamping and crafting together. We're going to try and do as many cards as we can. I've got 10 cards to make. Do you think we can make them today? I've got a team swap that we're doing, which I'm very excited about for our current mini catalogue, which still feels new, and yet this is the last month. How did that happen? What is happening with time? There's like this really weird vortex that's happening. So if there has been products that you've been looking at for a little while now, this is your last month to do it. This is it after this. Let me show the catalogue that I mean. Where have I got it? Oh, yes, I see it. I'm like, I know I've got it here somewhere. Who knows, in this craft room. But this is the one here. So this is our, let's just make sure I've got the dates right. Yes, May to August. And yes, it's August, everyone. Welcome to August. So we really only have just a few more weeks just to go through and try and use as many of these beautiful stamps as we possibly can before they go forever. I hope some of them go on to the, like some will go on a last chance maybe, or maybe as an online exclusive, but not always. It's not guaranteed. We just don't know what Stampin' Up are going to decide. So just, yeah, quick brief overview. And I know a lot of you were saying that you're feeling very overwhelmed, that you're not sure sort of what to purchase, and that's creating a little bit of freeze, and I totally understand that feeling. We've been in freeze mode before, and it can actually prevent a lot of creativity. It can prevent decision making. We get decision fatigue. So I think that it's really important that you realize the timeline that we're in. I should have closed my eyes so I don't say that's so true. No, you get to be part of the process, Nicole. You get to be like, I saw Kylie make that swap live. I've got a famous card. So if we just go down facing here. Hello, I haven't got the camera in the right spot. There we go. We're all good. We're all good to go. I had a Zoom call with Stampin' Up just recently, and yeah, needed to move the little camera out of the way. So this one here, like I said, I just cannot believe that we are getting to that last moment of this catalogue. So the next couple of weeks, we're going to really look at items that we've purchased, because that's another big thing as well, is purchasing items and then not necessarily getting the time to use it. I think that's probably the biggest thing that we're all going through right now. Are you finding that your time is just flying away and you're thinking, who am I? What am I doing? And where are we going? We've had so many visitors. We had visitors this weekend. We've got visitors next weekend. It is really, really busy, and possibly even visitors at the end of the month, because yeah, we've got friends that don't have a home at the moment. They're in between houses, and we've said, look, if you don't find something, you're more than welcome to come here. We don't want you homeless, and we really mean that. But it just, yeah, it adds a lot of extra fun time, but also extra work, because yeah, you want to look after your guests and make sure that you're cooking for them and having fun. But what I love about, and what I should have done actually while we were here with our friends, is actually pull out some of the things that you have got. And I think we're sort of, because we are busy, we want to do social things, we want to catch up with friends, we're sort of not getting to do a lot of our crafting time like we did, say, during the time in our lives where we had a little bit more time. I think we've sort of lost that connection part of crafting, because we got used to being isolated in crafting. But I feel like we've got to bring back the connectivity and crafting. And a lot of that, and I keep mentioning it, but it's just been such a pivotal moment for me to go, like a bit of an aha moment. But being able to gather with friends, I got some young ones and we just did some stamping of some images, and we used the product of the month, the Wild Bunch, those little koalas and little critters, because I thought they were young ones. I thought they'd enjoy that. But if you just got some friends over and you've got some of these, you want to make some cards and you need some help with colouring flowers, or you thought, you know what, if I do a whole heap of flowers, then I'll be able to do something like this. So get these friends over that maybe not crafty, but you want to spend time together. And normally you might be like sitting in front of the TV, or maybe just sitting there and chatting. Well, instead of sitting there and chatting, get them colouring, and you colour too. Like, we've got to start getting into that sort of idea that we can just have a nice chat, but be doing something with our hands. I've got my crochet blanket. Like, years ago, there would always be, we're not just sitting here, we're sitting here and we're also doing something at the same time while we're sitting down, which I actually, for me personally, I don't know if you've ever tried it, but I find it difficult because I get so excited in a conversation that I struggle with listening. I am listening. I'm listening too quickly. My brain processes things very, very fast. And I also connect, when they say something, I connect it to a memory, or I connect it to something that reminds me of something. And I don't intend it to happen, but I do interrupt. It's a really bad trait of mine. I think I'm contributing to the conversation, but I can railroad the conversation because of thinking of something and trying to contribute. So I find when I colour, or when I'm crocheting, or just doing something else, I find that I am a little bit better at proactively listening and not interrupting, and letting them finish what they're saying. Because every day, Bruno's really good, and he'll go, "Oh, hang on, I just want to hear the end of this story before you tell yours, because I think I'm scared I'm going to forget." Well, let's be honest, I will forget what I was going to say. And yeah, so I think, yeah, creativity and talking and being with friends, I think, and even family. I know that when family visit, that can be quite challenging in terms of they're not necessarily your chosen people, and they have a different way of communicating than your chosen people. I've got friends where we can interject each other and talk over the top of each other, no problem, and there's no issues. But there's some people that don't appreciate that. So note to self, maybe pull out some colouring, but ask them, can you colour some things for me? Because I'm doing up some cards, and get them trying some colouring, and who knows where that will lead. And I think that will help us, not from the point of view of like selling, not from the point of view of like, oh, yeah, I just think for me, it's being able to use the things that we've got and feeling good about the purchases that we've made. Because I think we have a lot of guilt around, what if I don't use it? Well, set a date of when you're going to use it and invite some friends over, and then all of you use it, so that you're not having product sit on the shelf. And then it means so much more. Like, if you've had an event based on this suite that isn't an event, it's just you getting your friends together. Even if you're not a demonstrator, I'm talking about if you're one of my customers or thinking about being a customer, think about it in terms of just not purchasing, but think about it in terms of doing it with friends. And I think that's a really big thing that we've been missing lately, and I've really missed it. I want to get back into gathering with people again, and just for the love of creativity, not for selling, not for doing anything, just being together and spending time and getting prepared, like the old nonnas back in the day when they did their pasta. They all gathered together and they did a pasta event, and they got all their pasta ready. I doubt they froze it, but they probably got their pasta ready for, the next week or two. I mean, they dried it, so maybe it did last for a little while. But I remember, like, they still do it in Italy now. They just sit on the street, doing their little session of chitty chatter, but they're doing something during the time. So I think, yeah, it's a really nice thing to add into our lives. Now, what I want to do is, before we continue here, we're going to start cranking out some cards. Actually, Bruno's on here now, so he can do it for me. Do you mind sharing our YouTube link in all our socials? And maybe even on the Insta, and just say we're live now. Thank you, Bruno. That would be wonderful. Now, I have a few ideas for my project. I don't think Bruno will mind me. Yeah, I think we can share this because, anyway, I'll ask for forgiveness rather than permission. This was actually our previous online stamping retreat, and it was one that Bruno made using the Valley and Bloom. And the only reason why I'm going to show you this is because we have another event coming up next month. I know it's coming up quickly. So it's going to be at the end of next month, which is the 27th here in Australia, 26th for everyone else. And registration's coming up really fast. It's going to be coming up early next month. So I've got 1 month before registration begins. But this is the type of project, because I'd like to keep my YouTube pretty, oh, can I open it? I really want to open it because it's really cool. Please, pretty please. It will entice you to go and purchase the previous OSR events if you, yeah, it's really amazing. Because this isn't, is this your, no, this isn't going to be one coming up. This is the last one. But anyway, it's very inspiring. So I'm definitely looking at this for inspiration for the swaps. But what I'll do is I'll pop down our link here for the online, the stamping retreat. Okay, open it. Oh, Britta's given us permission. Well, you're all supporting us here, so you get to have like some special behind the scenes. So that is the link there for online stamping retreat over on YouTube, and I'll pop it on Facebook as well for you all. And what you would want to do is definitely sign up there. Do it now so you don't forget, because there is a special deal that you get when you go on the wait list, and you don't want to miss out on that. So I'll do wait list here. There we go, for you over on Facebook. And say hello if you're on Facebook too. I think we've got Angie Curtis is there. Hello, Angie. And Chris is there too. Hello, Chris. Oh, that's so lovely. Good to see you. And that was, yeah, 7 minutes ago. And Angie, 4 minutes. I hope to get back on here after my bedtime duties. I love it. Please come back, Angie. We'd love to see you. So, and we've got 13 people on Facebook at the moment watching. So hello to all of you. And, you know, we love a friendly stalker. So if you just want to watch and chill and craft along with me and you don't have to comment, totally understand. So do you want to see inside? Ooh. P.S. It's Beveragino time. They did. They actually really did, Kylie. Uh-huh. Beveragino! Get your Beveragino, people. Okay, you ready? Dun, 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 dun. You ready? I'm so excited. I'm like really nervous. I know you're going to love it because it's like the most amazing thing ever. Okay. Preparing myself. Get out. Get out of town. Stop. Stop it right now. Yes. So these are the sort of things you're going to learn. So online stamping retreat is definitely that stepped up, that, yeah, just that next level type of card that really does become a gift in itself. Like this is the gift. You don't need to give anything else with it. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. In fact, I think I'm going to send, I hope you don't mind, Bruno, but I've been thinking about what card to send my brother and his fiance, because I made them a really nice online stamping retreat project. And I have it here ready to post. It's all in its little parcel. So I'll show you my one here because it's been a little while. But this is what I made for them. And that's an online stamping retreat project as well. So please don't miss this next event in September. It's going to be absolutely epic. And I've done this gift a couple of times for young ones here in this community that we've got to know. And I just think it's just the most wonderful gift. And this doesn't have to be photos. This could be, you know, little mementos. Look at this. and it was their puppy, their little dog that they lost. They've got a new puppy now, but he was just, Dante was so precious to us. So these are the sort of things that you are going to learn at our event. Uncle Bruno having cuddles. That's our Bella that passed away as well. So lots of beautiful memories. And I just thought, for my brother and his fiance, they, are the type of people that do have a lot, in the sense that they've got no kiddies, they work very, very hard, and they're very difficult to purchase for, because they really do have, a lot of things. They can really get anything. But this is just this one thing that people who, those friends that you're just like, what on earth could I ever purchase for them? This is what you get them, and just a lot of love for them. So it's I just really hope that it touches their heart and lets them know that how meaningful their relationship is to us. I feel like we are losing a lot of those connections that we used to have with our beautiful friends and family, because we used to do little things like this for them, and let them know that, even handmade letters. And so, think about not just making cards. So the first step, I want you to get some friends and make some cards together. I think that will be a really, really big thing, just to get other people with you and have social things based around your purchasing. And then the second step would be planning who you're going to give it to. And I think they're the two things. Like I live by the proverb that there's more happiness in giving than receiving. And I genuinely feel in my heart that when we give to others, it just helps us to get out of our own head and focus on other people, because everyone's going through something at the moment. And usually people who are really, really suffering, a lot of times we do tend to, maybe forget about doing other thing for other people, because we're in a state where we're feeling really low. But it's amazing how it can actually get you out of that mindset when you do things for other people. So, I think that's a really good thing to do. So what we're going to do, I'll stop my jibber jabber, and we'll do a little bit of a mishmash of these products here, because this is our video class bundle of the month that we've just released. So Bruno's just doing when you've done the profile image, just let me know, Bruno, because I will show you that image of all of our sneak peek videos, all the sneak peek images of the videos. And we've got all of these beautiful colors that we can choose from here. And I like to do a bit of a variety, even though I'm doing a swap and, we do it identical. I'm not going to be using identical paper. And I always say to my team, as long as you are using the same pack of paper or from the same suite, then, you can change it up. It doesn't have to be exact. You can change up the colors within that suite so that you're just using them. Now, one other tip at the moment, there is a paper sale happening right now. And I think it's only just for this week. Let me get the exact details here from the website so that I'm giving you accurate information. That one, let's have a look. So we'll go to my blog. Actually, I'll follow this with you so you can see exactly how to get to our store, as we've been very proactive at getting back into our blogging and getting our photos out there that we've made. Oh, I love this one. Bruno did this one. So definitely get over here. We've updated a lot of things on our blog lately. So that's kyliebatucci.com. We're finally getting back into a bit of a routine, and even though we're busy, we're like, no, we've really, really got to put our head down and make sure. So you just go to shop, click on that. You can go to our Stampin Up store. We've got other merchandise and things like that as well. Retired product if you live in Australia. Oh, hello. What's going on here? You shouldn't be logged in, cheeky one. Customer view. Good thing the reports weren't updated. That would have been a nightmare. I've always got to check that. It's the one thing that I'm like, I'm so used to every other website logging me out. But yeah, I've got to make sure I click that button to log out. Don't remember me. So you can shop the suite. So let's have a look at the suite. Okay, and this is an example. So the suite is $163. Okay, so $163. So let's work this out. So that you understand, with the suite, you don't have to purchase this suite. You can buy things separately, okay? So we didn't actually get the Luxe White paper, even though I love it. I'm like, I just can't have it all. I'd love to have it all. We all would love to have it all, but there was other things here that I preferred. Oh, hang on a second here. There is something very, very good that Stampin' Up has done here. Oh no, they didn't do it in the suite. I thought they reduced the suite because of the paper, but they haven't. So it's actually better to do it separately. So we could pay $163, or if you get all of these items individually, we're looking at 15 plus the bundle. The bundle is the only thing you're going to save money on. So it's okay if you don't want the other items. The bundle is the item that gives you the discount. $17.50 for the what's it called? The Luxe White, and $19.55, which brings us to $160.30. So that little saving here you won't get if you purchase the bundle. I know it's only like $3 something, but it makes a difference. It's a bargain. We want to get some sales. So definitely check out the paper sale. And I'll just see here. I might actually just sign out altogether just so I can see exactly what you see. And it's a bit less risky then too. So we've got last chance products. Sale, yes. Oh, it is till the end of this month. Okay, that's good. But you know what we're like. Just make sure you take advantage of it. So love it, chop it, people. We're going to be having a lot of fun with this beautiful paper, and yeah, it's a great time to stock up on, especially these color family ones. I think they're really great to have those. This one here, oh yeah, 19. Yeah, so good. Let us come back here. So paper sale, make sure that you're getting the paper separate in your little suite there. Now, what I'll do is, when I channel what paper we've got here, I'm going to see what vibe I have from these, because we don't have a huge amount of paper. So we've used quite a bit of this paper, which is a really good thing. We use a lot of our paper, can I just say. So I feel like this one here is absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? I feel like I'm going to look at this one. Also Bruno's, look, I love his design, but I also love this design. So I'm going to do a little bit of a mashup of both. So I'm going to actually, this bit here where it's got the sentiment, I think it would be really nice in paper. And I wanted to use that beautiful embossing folder because it's just absolutely gorgeous. So we can do some embossing. Do I want it to be a neutral color? I don't think so. Let's just pick what paper we're going to do. And I feel like what would be really nice, because if we do the background, because I don't want it to be too OTT. You want to sort of have a softer colour. If I use something busy like this, then I'm going to use something softer in the background. So let me have a look at what else we've got here that's scratching my paper itch. This one here is actually really nice. I feel like that one's a little bit underrated, isn't it? So if we go, let me have a look here. Good morning, Lynette. Oh, yes, thank you, Bruno. Yes, the paper is on sale. So let me see here. This one here, just pop those away because you know what I'm like. I don't put it down, put it away. I did a massive members only video doing a tidy of all my cardstock finally, which was very exciting. Now the colours with this, is it peaceful pine? Oh no, so it's garden green, granny apple and lemon lime twist. So you know what I haven't used in a while, and I did beg for it to come back, is lemon lime twist. I know it's very out there, but that would be really cool. I like that combo. And just to ground those, so we could do that same frame, like the lemon lime twist can be the embossing. We can have this little piece here, but then the grounding colour in this, I feel, would be maybe the pretty peacock. That's a bit of an unusual mix, isn't it? What else have we got? I could do the Blackberry Bliss, but I might even end up doing a neutral colour, maybe even a basic black, because that would really pop, wouldn't it? Let's have a look at a bit of basic black for the base, because it's all about the base. I don't get to use my basic black for a card. Oh, yeah, I think that's the winner. Yeah, like it's just that. I think for me, this lemon lime twist is, if like I view it as almost like the 80s, and it's just got to have that like pizzazz about it. Yes. All right, lock it in. So we're going to do, and I think from this, because we're going to be able to get, I know that we can get 6 card front size, but we're going to be chopping it down. So this is a great way if you've got like, more than 6 cards to make and you're trying to make them the same. I can actually make this the same. So I'm going to get 12, maybe even a little bit more I could get out of this one sheet of paper. So that's good. Now, the best thing I like to do when I'm doing like a stamper stack or bulk crafting is I like to do each step at a time rather than doing an entire card all in one go. However, because we're live and I want you to see the card from where to go, then if you want to stay, you can stay. If not, I will be continuing. So I'll just do our first project. Now, I always cut this in half. Remember, if you've got my card templates, you'll know exactly what this size is. It is the gorgeous grape. And we're going to use our trimmer here and bone folder to get a really crisp cut there. Now, our next layer is going to be, I think the Floaty Flamingo is a great, maybe even smaller. What's our next layer that's below Floaty Flamingo? Do any of you know it off by heart? I should by now, shouldn't I? They're my own card templates. This is where it's handy to also have the sheet with all the measurements on it, because then you could just check and go, oh yeah, it's that one. So pecan pie, but I do want to visualize it. So where are you, little card templates? Sue Beasley. Now, another really exciting thing happened today. We just launched a new product for demonstrators today. I'm very, very excited about it. So, do any of you want to know about it? It's proving to be very, very popular. I think we all need a little bit of TLC at the moment. Demonstrators worldwide. Yeah, that's good. I like that sizing. So pecan pie, that's going to be the Floaty Flamingo. So you can copy this design for anything. Like just have an embossing folder, and pack of paper, or just a sheet of paper really, and off you go. So there we go, and then that is going to get embossed, and then we'll do the next layer. So the things with, like, if I'm doing swaps for, say, a convention, or like the on stage events that Stampin' Up do, or if I'm gathering with other people, we do the swap, or we do team swaps. I know, I used a lot of washi, didn't I? I went a bit washi mad. Then I make sure that, you know, you've got to remind yourself, you get really, really excited when you first start and you're like, oh my goodness, I'm going to do 50 die cuts and this is going to be the best card that anyone's ever seen. But you've got to remember that you've got to do like multiples of them, especially for on stage. We try and have like 50. And yeah, you start to have a little bit of regret over your choices. Hello, Sally. It's so good to see you on here. Everyone's slowly getting used to my Tuesday morning, Monday evening time, because I was on Thursday nights or Friday morning in South Pacific for a very, very long time. And so it's a big adjustment to make. Now, the only conundrum I have here is I really want to get that flower a little bit higher because I want to have the paper sort of here, but it's not going to do that. So I'm just going to come over here and just realize that, yeah, the flower's more than likely going to get covered there because it's just the positioning and the fact that it's landscape. So probably if I was to tell Stampin' Up, if you're going to do a flower like this, can you please make a portrait so that we have the ability to, you know, put the flower where we want. So I'll do a sandbox on that one, because little things like that, they really do make a difference, because now we're sort of stuck. Yeah, we don't have as much movement. I think a lot of us are more. The only other thing we could do just to mix it up, actually, you know what? That's what we're going to do. We're going to go landscape. We've just changed it because I don't often do landscape, you know. So if I do landscape, let's have a little look what that will look like. So we could do like the flower here, and then the paper could be sort of ripped here, and it will change it quite a bit actually, but I think that would look really original and highlight that gorgeous embossing folder the way it should. Look at us solutioning. And I'm already like totally mixing it up so that, you know, what we've started, like all the inspiration we started with has almost gone out the door now. we've become into our own card. So there we go. That is that one. And keep that all together. So I'll put those because we're going to be doing another 9 of those. Yeah, it really is a portrait folder. But I think a lot more people, well, would you say it's a landscape embossing folder rather than portrait? Because it really is making me go landscape, isn't it? And I want to do a little bit of sponging on here. What I think would be interesting with this type of card too, I don't know if any of you have tried is it called Joseph's Coat? I can't remember the actual designation of it. I'm trying to remember what the technique, I think you actually, there was a few different ones. There was one where you could actually sponge the folder, but there was one where you actually sponged after, like you got your ink afterwards. Anyway, it's gorgeous. We'll definitely do some sponging. Now we need our paper. So our paper, we're going to just do some ripping. So I will put it into the cut down size. We're making sure that these twigs are going to be, because we actually can do it the size of the pecan. But yeah, just make sure that it's the right way. I've got a little bit extra here, but actually I think it would be good to go right to the edge, because then I don't have to muck around cutting afterwards. And again, all these things make a difference when you're making bulk. So that is the right size, see, from there to there. But now we're just going to do a little bit of ripping. So Bruno actually did get a ripping ruler, which I'm not sure if I have it in my room. But I don't mind. I'm one of those people that doesn't mind ripping freehand. I know that there's people out there that hate ripping. If you hate ripping, just please avert your eyes. And what you could potentially do is just do some strips. Like you could do, I would possibly do a strip here and then a little one underneath. And I'll show you, I'll do that actually for you now. So that I can just have it sitting there over the top so you can see what I mean. So I would just, yeah, eyeball it and just do one like that. And then you can have even a little bit smaller. So you can have like a little tiny piece that just comes over. And I've just done like 2 centimeters and then like a 1/2 centimeter. And it, yeah, seems like a little bit of work, but it's just a really nice accent that you can put there just to ground, because lemon lime twist is just so bright and so out there that is one way that you can, yeah, just sort of tone it down, have a little accent piece there that you bring in. Probably go down a little bit lower like that. And that will also ground your sentiment. You can pop your sentiment near this just to create a little bit of, yeah, texture. I just want to sponge this a little bit just to bring in, yeah, bring out that flower and just tone down the lemon lime twist a little bit, even though I love the vibrancy of it. And I'll do, I might bring in basic grey because I don't want it too dark. Yeah, I haven't used it in a while too, and I thought it needs a little. And with this suite, I feel like it's Stampin' Up are like, hey, remember me? Remember lemon lime twist? We'll get some scratch paper. Where are you, scratch? Oh, there's a scratch piece. It's already been smushed up. Oh, we've got to give Liam his card, Bruno. I forgot about that. There's always so much to do, isn't there? Now, all I'm going to do is, I don't know whether to do the whole thing. Anyway, we'll test it. We'll go over the top and just see what it picks up. It's looking very light on at the moment, so let's just go a little bit darker. I wasn't going to do it on a block, but I think you just get so much of a better even coverage with doing the block. Not a blocky, but using a block. Oh yeah, it's starting to show up on the... And then you can actually see, because yeah, this is quite dry actually. It probably needs a refill. In fact, we'll do that now. I'm finding it here in Perth. Oh, got new drawers here. I'm finding in Perth that everything dries out a lot quicker. Yeah, basic grey. I always like to read it twice. I've had this refill for I don't know how long now. Ooh, that would be nice, Bruno. I should have done that. Lemon lime twist on lemon lime twist. But I think because like for some people, I think the lemon lime twist just is a bit intense. But yeah, I know you love lemon lime twist. You're a lemon lime twist fan. But yeah, this kind of just tones it down a little bit and makes it like a little bit less in your face. So let's just try that. Whoa, that's inky. I'll just smush it a bit because there was a lot on there. You can put it back, see? If you go too far, you just go, take it off a bit. That's better. Now, I may not like this, but we'll give it a go. We might go to Bruno's idea. And even the garden green, like we're using garden green, so even that would look really good as well. But it's just giving that beautiful embossing folder a chance for you to really see and highlight the gorgeousness of it. Whoop, went a bit dark there. Note to self. Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit, I think you might be right, Bruno. Let's just try it with the, and I don't think they're sponging because I did that little smush bit. Let's try it with the lemon lime twist. Oh, that's my sponge. Let's have a little look. Oh, yes, and Versamark. Let's try it. So this is the pecan pie size. And we'll do that. Yes, good. It's already done. And we'll try it with the lemon lime twist because I think it, yeah, you're right. I think it will highlight it without it being too intense. Yeah, that looks good there. And you can even do a little bit of a spray when you're using 3D embossing folders like this because they're quite detailed. Having a little bit of spray can help soften the cardstock and give you more of a, but that's like amazing. So that, I think this embossing folder would definitely be something if you're looking for something today and you're like, oh, I'm a bit like, I don't know what to purchase. I've got like purchases analysis paralysis, then yeah, I would definitely recommend this folder because I think for me embossing folders are an evergreen product and I actually very rarely, like I know Bruno probably comes in here and siphons them away from me, but I would keep all my embossing folders. I don't know, there's something about them that I feel like, you know what, I want to keep it. I don't see it as almost like a retired product. I don't know why. And I know some of you feel like that with everything, but we just can't keep everything, unfortunately. I would really love to. I'm such a hoarder. I'd be like, yes, I'm keeping you all. I can't decide who my favourite child is. Yes, I'm trying something new, Nicole. What popped up? If it's too annoying, let me know. But that's very, because it said that it would go side by side with the ads, and I said to Brenda today, oh, let's just try that out. But yeah, tell me what it's like and what it chose. I think it does it curated to what you've been searching online anyway. So hopefully it's something that you actually are interested in. Oh my goodness, Bruno, it's so good. It looks really, really good in person too. Sometimes sponging on the camera, it's weird. Like I love it in person, but then I look on the camera and I'm like, oh, that looks really blotchy, but it doesn't quite come up. Like it's more shadowed for me. Yeah. Anyway, it could be just lighting. Just do a little bit more on there just to really make that pop and just... It takes over the entire screen. What? Oh, we might have to remove those because it said it would be side by side and it wouldn't interrupt the broadcast. Sure, YouTube. You lied to me. You gave me false expectations. Now that is the one, isn't it? Yes. Okay, so what I'm thinking, we'll just do the first rip because the first rip is the deepest and the hardest, but just be confident and just go for it, okay? No dilly-daddling. And then what we're going to do, I'm thinking that if I do it sort of around, well, actually, we could even do, yes, I think something like just that bottom piece there. So it's not a huge amount because I don't necessarily want it through. Anyway, we'll have a look. We'll eyeball this to where we want to go. So I'll do that there. And I know that looks crazy, but you can always cut that down. No problem. Like rip it off. So this is where we're at. I think I'll even go smaller again. Let's halve it. So see here, with ripping, you can control it. If you've got your two fingers side by side, it's quite liberating. You should really try it. It's a bit like, jackhammering a wall or something. So that white's just a little bit too much for me, but I like it, but just not that much. So you just come in there and just take a little bit off. There we go. That's a better. And voila, I really like that. So I would do it down here like so, because I don't want to take up too much of this. Plus we're going to be adding a couple of other things as well. So we've got that layer. We've got our card base like so. And then the last thing that I want to put in here, so we've got a beautiful sentiment to choose from. So I think I'll do Grateful for You. Actually, we'll see which one, because I really love that You're a Forever Kind of Friend. Because I think we can actually afford to have a large one. Yeah, that looks good. I think we'll do that in the basic black embossed in white. Of course, it's going to look amazing. And I think I also want to do it with the leaves. I think I'm going to do, like on Bruno's one here, he did on cardstock, which I don't always remember to do that. And then he's done some blends over the top of it. So yeah, like we don't often stamp on color. Like usually we're like, oh, we'll stamp it on white and then color it. So I really like that idea, Bruno, that you've done. It's, yeah, excellent reminder. We get stuck in patterns and ways of doing things. So I think if I do something like this, like we'll do the basic black and white emboss for both of these, just to make it really striking. And that can sort of hover over that like that with those. And is there anything else I'd like to contribute to this? I think that's it. And then I've got some gems here that we can pop on. Where are our little gems? Here they are. So I've got lots of really nice shimmering dots. And I think the basic white will be really nice on this one. So sorry about my nails, everyone. I didn't get time to redo them. So let's do that. Those two. This is coming together very nicely for a card that we've just made together. So what I would normally do if I'm doing my bulk, which we'll do after this if you want to stick around, I would do them all together, all in one go. This one here is quite an unusual size. You've got to actually get the big block Does this one fit it? Yeah, I think it does. Wow, I haven't used this block in a while. It needs a bit of a clean. I think I've got, oh yeah, my wet ones are wet. I love it when I actually remember to close the lid of the wet ones. I'm like, I'm so proud of you, Kylie. It's not dried out. You love hearing my thought process. Oh, that's good. My talking out loud. Because I don't think, yeah, I think that's probably what makes my, I don't get a huge amount of time to watch others, so, you know, I'm probably making this up. But I feel like there's quite a lot of videos that are already curated, already planned. Like there's a lot of, you know, fear for some people to go extemporaneous and not be planned, and like, yeah, it's like, what? You haven't even planned your card yet? No. Like for Bruno, he's just like, what are you doing? He has to be organized, and you know, it's a different style of video, and I think that's why it suits me to do it this way, to innovate on the spot and try things. And hopefully it helps you see, like, yeah, not everything turns out perfect. Like I did this and I'm like, nah, it's not for me. And that's okay. Like, it's okay to trial and error and it not work out. So hopefully it gives you a bit more creative confidence to just try it. And if you don't like it, well, just do something else. Like, doesn't mean you've failed at your creativity. Like, yeah, we're not all just stamping and making it work the first time, even though it's probably how it looks when you watch it on television on the YouTube. Now we've got that, and then we'll do our sentiment. And this one probably real, because it's a little bit bigger, it would be good to get the Pierce mat for this. I'm just seeing if I can see it. Even the positioner tool is good for something like this, because you can line everything up. We'll do that actually for the next, all the others, because then we can just boom, 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 and then do the embossing powder. Actually, Britta, do you have any spare white embossing powder? Because I think, what's this one here? Clear. Yeah, I think I'm out of white. I'm getting to the end of its tether. And I keep forgetting to ask for a, I think I might have put it on the shopping actually last time. When I think of something, I try and do it right away. Now, there's a little bit in here that I'm not overly keen on, but it's not too bad. But if instead of just doing it all over again, a little trick that you can do is, particularly this really fine one here, is just come in here and just sort of take away those pieces. You just give it like a little bit of a scratch, and that just releases those little bits and pieces in there that could be annoying you. Particularly when I'm doing it on black, you can get a few of those residual leftover pieces, even though we did our buddy. But yeah, just a little tip for you. And I'm not overly fussy with a lot of things, but you know, if you're going to emboss, you want it to come up nicely. Ooh. Beautiful. Look at that. Looks so hot with the black. I love Limonene Twisted Black. Now, before we get to the next step, because I keep forgetting to show you, let me get this page open here. So I want to show, for those of you that are Stampin' Up! Demonstrators or thinking about becoming a demonstrator, I've got something for you as well. And it's a brand new project that I've been working on behind the scenes, which I'm so excited about. Oh yeah, I might even boost that. That would be good. Yeah. Okay, I'll just do that. And then next time I'll have the actual proper video. But anyway, this is just an ad lib. But basically we've started a brand new training bundle called Connect and Grow. And oh my goodness, look at these amazing demonstrators we've got on here. So most of you probably know, quite a few of these demonstrators, but Jackie Williams is one of those demonstrators that maybe you haven't really heard of that often. She is just the most humble, amazing demonstrator. She's just hit $2 million in sales. Now we're talking 2 million CSV, and the currency exchange for CSV in New Zealand is something like, I'm pretty sure it's like in the 50s. So it's like she hasn't done 2 million. She's more like, in New Zealand currency, she's actually probably done closer to 3 million and 3.5 or something. Like, honestly, outstanding. And she's the only person in the South Pacific to even get to 1 million, let alone 2 million. Like, there's no one else in the South Pacific. Like, we're not even close to reaching that sort of sales, 1 million sales. So she's an incredible demonstrator to learn from. Most of you know Brandy, like how incredible to have Stampin' Up! Royalty with us. She worked for the company for many years, and yeah, it's just really exciting to have her. Now, Emily Kimmy is one of those outstanding demonstrators, and Brandy actually got me onto Emily because she has this incredible ability where she's just recently gone from like 5,000 followers on her social media to like over 30 or something like that. Look, it's honestly crazy. So you definitely want to look at her social media tips. Christine Bertram, she's our top title. She's actually Platinum Elite, and she has just worked so hard. She's reached her million very quickly, and it's all just happened really recently. And Heather Thomas and I really connected on the the last trip, and she is just, yeah, a really insightful, amazing demonstrator. Really great tips that she's got in terms of just pricing your classes correctly and making sure that we're thinking about all the costs that could be involved in having classes. It's a really balanced talk of how you could get into classes, but then how you can eventually, after you feel your confidence has grown, how you can step into the next level. And Rosemary, she has done an incredible job in Canada. She's the #1 performing demonstrator in Canada. We've worked together many years, and she has been one of those people that with a lot of hard work, consistency, she goes live every day, I'm pretty sure, during the week, and she does scrapbooking. And so she was doing scrapbooking well before the Close to My Heart ones joined the company. And so that has really helped pivot her in terms of ones that have joined Stampin' Up! That are looking for scrapbooking. So all of these people here, you are going to learn. Bruno's got ChatGPT information. I'm doing how to earn an incentive trip. And what is the incentive trip? Because I'm always talking about it because it's just like the most amazing trip you'll ever do in your life. But how do you earn it as a demonstrator? What is the breakdown? What would it require you to do? So you get instant access. This is not an event. This is a bundle that you get straight away. I will be hosting, for those of you that purchase it through me, as we're all doing our own individual marketing. So if you connect with a particular demonstrator, please go and purchase with them. Like Rosemary, you could be following her online. So yeah, support the ones that you follow, that you connect with, because we don't split our marketing. We do our own marketing and our own sales. So whoever you connect with is who you'd want to purchase with. Please let other demonstrators know about this. This has just been released literally last night, and I can tell by the interest and the comments that we're all craving it. So yeah, this is the instant access 8 training videos. The premium printable workbook, it is 53 pages, and we're talking like an amazing workbook that you'll be able to go back to time and time again. You've got lifetime access. It's all through our YouTube videos. We just request, please do not forward any of this information to anyone after you purchase. It's really important that if you want to see these type of bundle trainings come up again, then you need to actually realize the amount of energy and time and effort that goes into preparing it. I stayed up, I think, literally all night Saturday night. I started working at like 11 p.m. because we had guests here. Oh, actually, it was midnight, and I didn't go to bed till 7:30. Got like 2 hours sleep. So it's huge. The investment is huge. Time, energy. So it's really important. And like we say, nothing's guaranteed. Individual results. Even with me, I'm talking about the trip, but every flyer I have the reminder that only less than 1% of demonstrators earn it. However, we're going to give you all of the information that I've learned, not just from myself, but other demonstrators that I've spoken to, in how because everyone does it differently. And there's a lot of different ways to earn the trip, but nothing's guaranteed. So we're not making any promises. So that has just happened. I'll just get this link for you here just so that you can click on it straight away from Facebook or from YouTube as well. Where is our little Eurotrobe? There you are. But hello, Caitlin. So good. And those of you, actually, thanks for jumping on to Luann. For those of you that are paying for the demonstrator training, this was one of the main motivators for me to get this training happening, because I wanted you to have something really special for being our member. And yeah, so that content will be, I'll pop that up on as a post for you all, so that you can, really enjoy that content and get that bundle straight away. So that is our latest, which has been really exciting to be part of. Bruno's was the only one that he went rogue, but we gave him a pass because he is talking about a very complicated, well, not complicated, but it's a detailed subject, which is ChatGPT. So his went for almost an hour. But yeah, the rest of us capped ours at half an hour. So we wanted it to be something that didn't overwhelm you, and something that you could reasonably watch in a short amount of time, while you're doing the dishes, or just put it on in the background, and then you'll be able to just listen to it, and then you can do the workbook later, or you might have designated time that you are like, no, I've just got to smash all of these out. I'm going to watch them. I'm going to binge it right now. I'm a binger. I love to binge things when I get them, especially because I'm motivated, I'm excited. So I'm like, yeah, I'm watching them all right this second. And I'll just pop the link over on Facebook as well for those of you watching over there. Where are you? There you are. So that is the Connect and Grow. And this is session 1. Depending on how it's received and what the other team members, how they're tracking, we will see if we do them again. We're not sure if it will happen again. I've put session 1 to sort of, show that it could be a possibility that we could have other sessions, but because it's all very new, no guarantees. It just depends how supported they are. I love that it's not an actual event. I will have a Facebook group for those that purchase through me. The others get to decide what they would like to do. But I found that having the group and connecting with others can really help with accountability and, yeah, just reminders. So this is something that, yep, it's not going to expire. You're not in any hurry. There's not a time limit. So, and then there will be other ones that come up. So you can even look at the topics and go, look, is that something that even interests me? Is there things there that I feel like I would benefit from? So yeah, you can decide, and hopefully, if it's popular enough, if it's quantifiable for the amount of energy and time we put into preparing, then yeah, we'll get to see it again. So that would be very exciting with different topics each time. And that could become a regular part of our membership, our YouTube membership level as well, which would be fantastic, as well as extra bits and pieces that I can talk to them about in between. So that's really good value as well. If you aren't our demonstrator member, that could be another opportunity for you. So look at this, and I think, oh my goodness, look at this. We're going to go behind that strip, and I actually think something like that. Now, the only thing I'm looking at is, because I liked how Bruno did that one as well, like having the bit of grid maybe, but the thing is, you've got to remember that you're going to have to cut them 9 or 10 times, so just keep that in mind. The other thing that I was thinking is maybe, like, because it's quite harsh, which I don't mind. I like, you know, I'm very much a geometric type girl. I'm just thinking whether I add in another piece of leaf. Ooh, actually that looks quite nice. Because sometimes it's just placement, isn't it? It's getting the right placement. So I think I might stick that down direct and then have that up on embellishments, because I think down here it was just so many exciting choices. It's so pretty. Yeah, I think actually lower. I was going to stick it there. I don't actually mind it there. I think that kind of looks like, yeah, maybe that one might be the way to go. I think I've just sold it to myself. So that will be flat, and then that will be up on dimensionals, and then we'll have those beautiful embellishments as well. Yes, lock it in. Now, the other thing that I was contemplating too is maybe having a bit of basic white around the border. But I actually think, yeah, there's something about this having no border that I kind of, yeah, I actually really like it. Normally I would be like, no, it needs a white border behind. But I think I'm really happy with that. What I would do though is just I was thinking maybe that would be the way to bring in that basic grey. There it is there. And just use it on the edges. Okay, this could work. Just took off a little bit more because, you know, we don't need too much. But I think that might help it to stand on its own. I think I would definitely use a dauber though. Because I don't mind it sponging in a little bit more, but kind of like shading actually. Yeah. So yeah, if you're a demonstrator and you've got like certain training that you're wanting to learn or things that you've had questions about, I know that we definitely will be doing more to do with changes that Stampin' Up are going through, but also like just this week we jumped onto Canva. We've been using Photoshop for a long time, and we just feel like not only have we wanted to do Canva because it's cheaper, and we're all for, just tweaking slightly so that we can get a better deal on things. We've got to constantly think about where we're spending money, how many apps we've got, are they actually performing the way that we want them to perform? All of those things are really important, but also I think it's just an easier system to learn. It's like less complicated. It's easier for the new, like the demonstrator that's come along that's like, oh, actually, I'd like to do a bit of business. How, where would I start? And I just think it's a lot more achievable than trying to learn something like Photoshop. It's just, Photoshop is very complicated. I did find it actually quite overwhelming when I first was learning it. Bruno had worked with it for a while, so he sort of had experience with it. But for me, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is like literally hurting my brain. But yeah, now I know it. But even so, it just keeps getting more and more complicated. And I think even as demonstrators, I think everything's just getting too complicated. We've just got to go back to basics again and make things a little bit more simple, a little bit more, easier for everyone to attain, not just a few. So yeah, I'm very much about getting back into that because I know how overwhelmed I've been feeling about things. And a lot of it is because we're thinking that we need to go, like, do more, go bigger, go the next level, when actually sometimes it's going back. We need to go backwards, not forwards. We need to make it easier to find, new people, introduce new people to crafting, or to introduce new team members to the idea of business building, or trying to earn a little bit of extra to help with quarterly minimums, or a little bit extra just to help with our addiction so that we can get things we want to get. So it's just little tweaks we can do that pulling back actually can sometimes bring us forward. Now, I don't know whether to touch or whether to go in here. I feel like that's a good spot. Yeah, framed there. It's kind of like we've birthed a forever kind of friend. That's a bit random. Okay. This is so exciting. I'm really happy with this card, everyone. It might not be your cup of tea, but I really, really like it. It's just something different. It's I'm really enjoying it. So what I might do, because I don't usually like to go onto the embossing, like I like it to stand on its own, but there's quite a lot of embossing on this folder, so it's very hard to get two items to be next to each other, but I think we can find a way because we've got our little ones. What I might do, and I don't often do this, but I'm going to do the type where you actually go around rather than having them together. Let's just see how that looks. So we could come in here, but we could also come out here. So it's sort of like you're creating like a little triangle, but I really love it when they're next to each other, to be honest. Let's try that. So even though it's slightly, oh yeah, that's a good spot because it's still in between. Yep. But all I'll do is just bring that in over there. No, new placement. Oh, I think I left it over there. Yep. Nice. Now this one here, I think I'll just put, because I don't know why I like it to go down. I don't know what it is. I can't, how do you explain certain design things that you're like, no, I don't like that. It's just my eyeball. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes more is not, yeah, necessarily better. And I actually think, to be honest, I'm really excited that there's, a lot of more complicated cards and fun folds and all these different things that you can do. But sometimes I do think it creates more overwhelm as well. And then also makes us feel a little inadequate. Like, what if we can't do, I can barely do a simple card, let alone stepping up and doing something that has like mechanisms and, you need an engineering degree for it. And there is a need for it, which is why we do the online stamping retreat. And Lisa's also done really, really well doing fun fold cards. But it's nice to have that variety of simple stamping as well. We don't have to keep going to that higher, next level, next level, next level. I'll do a few that are the bigger one for the inside, because it's nice to do the inside. I like simple stamping, but I do like to decorate the inside too. So actually, if I do it this way, I think I'll get better use out of my paper. Yeah, rather than chopping that whole thing down. Oh, it's the other way. Finally, actually, I can put it on that side. We'll do it down there, which is probably better anyway than doing the whole section along the... Now, I'm just going to show you something here. This is really interesting, this. I just noticed it before. But we'll just flip this paper and we'll rip from the other side. And look at this. Even though it's upside down. The leaves are falling down now. But yeah, I think, for me, tearing the other way around actually gives a nicer result. I just noticed it as I was looking at the other one. I'm like, I might actually flip that. Oh, gorgeous. What do you think, everyone? It's my crazy crafter swap. I always find I want to do the over-the-top card, but then end up not doing anything because it gets too complicated. Yes, we end up freezing. And I think that's happening to a lot of us, is we're in a bit of a freeze mode because we're just, everything is becoming like too much and too over the top and too, like, we've just got to come back to basics again, come back to having fun, gather with people, just do the things that we were doing, say, 20 years ago, particularly with Stampin' Up. I remember going to all the workshops and having so much fun. And, we've really lost a lot of that. And, the gathering and I think we need it now more than ever. It's, online has its purpose and it matters, but also being together matters a lot more now than ever before. 1, 2. Here we go, people. Let's smash this. 3, 4. Five, 6. And actually, I'm going to call it right this moment and tell you that this is going to be our customer card for the month of August. I'm going to do even more of them. I won't do them today. I'll just do the swaps today. But this is, I'm going to continue to do all of them for our beautiful customers that order with us this month. And don't forget, our customers also, it's a new thing, Caitlin. They told me that it wasn't going to pop up over the whole screen, but they lied. So it's all right. It won't happen again because I appreciate you all coming live. We tested something new. Thank you, Bruno. Thanks for your help with the lemon lime twist too. It's really nice. I like just that extra little bit of shading. And there's definitely little bits and pieces that I could do to step it up even more. But I think when you're doing bulk cards like this, you've got to be really mindful that paring back is more important than moving forward. When you're doing a stamper stack, simple is key. Oh, there is actually, yeah, the same colour. And because the DSP is look, we're going to be ripping it, there's like, yeah, an entire strip. I don't know where I put it. Oh, there. But yeah, we've got the entire length of paper that's going to help get a lot done. So I don't know where the other side of the paper went. There's this one, and I feel like there's more somewhere because I cut it off. Oh, it was maybe I popped it back with the others. But the good thing is that most of the other ones are the same colour, so I can stick with it. Oh, yeah, there's a bit more there too. But yeah, there is another whole sheet of it somewhere. It's covered by something. it's under the embossing folder somewhere. Oh, there it is. It's under the stamps. So there we go. We've got plenty here. So yeah, looking at all of this, I definitely have, like for the customer cards, I might not be able to do it exactly the same, but if I did, let's have a look what other one I would choose. Probably that one actually, because it's quite busy, but I think ripped down and it goes really nicely with the lemon lime twist. See, look at that. Because it would just be a little strip. So I think on its own, this is one of those pieces you'd be like, what do I do with that? It's too busy, too full on. But to have like just a little tiny strip, I think it's actually going to come up really nice. And then it's got those leaves that are here. So yeah, I think that one. But you could definitely tone it down and then go for like a neutral colour. But I think, yeah, that one probably for me is my fave. There's this one here if you wanted to sort of, yeah, like that would have a totally different look. That actually would be gorgeous. Maybe I'm going to change my mind. I should try a few and see which one we like the best, right? Too many decisions. See, again, analysis paralysis. Sometimes it's like, just do anything, right? Just don't overthink. Just do it. Because it's going to come up beautiful. It just, yeah. Just don't get stuck in the options opportunity. Because when you have too many options, I think that's when we end up not choosing any. I don't know what's happening with the trim. I feel like, oh no, there we go. It wasn't lining up properly on this side, but it seems good now. Yeah, that's better. You're watching the replay, are you, Margaret? Hi. She'd be like, I'm actually live. Surprise. So this is the cool thing when you do bulk. We'll do all our card bases all in one go. Yeah, like that. Not the replay. You get to be here live. Welcome. And hello to all our friendly stalkers in the background that are just watching. Thanks for being here. And if you want to share our videos, we'd really appreciate the support, just so that it can get it out there to let people know that we've changed days. It's really helped me a lot actually doing the different day, because it just gets so busy as the weekend gets closer. And I find we're doing sort of things on the Friday night, or I want to sort of, you know, get my head in ready for the weekend, Friday evening. And yeah, just doing it like day of videos all day Friday, and then sort of having to rally Friday night. I'm like, oh my goodness, our weekends get busier, not more relaxing. So no, it's been good. So thank you for being flexible with me. Hello, Donna. And I think that's something I've learned over the years is you have to, you know, if you're going to do something consistently and well and enjoy it, then it has to be something that works for you, not necessarily for others. And it is hard because you're thinking, oh, you know, this might affect my business, it might affect, but ultimately, if you don't do something, that's going to affect your business way, way more. Because doing something is consistently is better than, you know, doing it and not enjoying it or getting burnout. Modesty is very important, knowing our limits. Yeah, I think that's another big thing too, Caitlin. That's a good point. Like for a lot of us, we're just feeling very like sort of disorganized, or yeah, there's a lot of things everywhere. Sort of not knowing what is current, what's not. All of those sort of things can have an impact on us going into the craft room. And so one thing that is also a good idea and something I like to do, and I often say to myself, why didn't I do this sooner? But sometimes just going to a different place, like go to a new environment. So we have a Starbucks here in Ellenbrook in Perth, and to just go there and to colour, like one time I sat there and I did some journaling and had a cold brew, and it was just, it's interesting how sometimes taking yourself out of a space where maybe you've attached a little bit of emotion to the room, you know, you maybe got a little bit negative about your room, and that does stifle our creativity. It really does affect us. So yeah, maybe to begin with, just to get the mojo free flowing again, it could be to go, like to grab a kit that you haven't made, or just thinking which way is going to be the best. I think I need to go this way. Let's get our template and see. If I go that way, then I have too much. See, I've got this weird leftover. So the card template's amazing. So now it's told me no. Hello. Don't go that way. Hi there.
You need a refill of anything?
I think. No, I'm actually quite good. Did you end up finishing up the thumbnail for the video class bundle?
Oh, yes, sorry.
No, you're good. Just let me know whenever you're done and I'll pop that up.
Do you want me to add that?
Add it.
There.
Oh, is it done?
Yeah.
Oh, that's all I needed.
Sorry, I
No.
forgot to tell you.
No, all good. No, as long as it's done. Hey, don't say that about my friend Bruno. He's far from hopeless.
Please excuse this loud. Please excuse this loud noise.
Oh yeah, Bruno's making a coffee, everyone. Yeah, I think, yeah, when we, the space matters and cleaning matters, but sometimes we don't have the motivation to clean. So I think sometimes too, like if we have like that nice positive experience, but then if we're like, oh, I really enjoyed that. What I also like to do is, you know, it's nice to have a little bit of momentum and a little bit of excitement and positivity. It gives you the dopamine to do the next task. But then after that, like once I go somewhere and I'm like, okay, I really enjoyed Starbucks. But then what I can do each morning is say, well, I want to go to Starbucks now. But before I go, or, you know, even sit in McDonald's, like whatever suits you, to do some crafting. And I think, you know, people are fascinated when you sit there and do watercoloring. Like when we're on the cruise ship, Erica Serwin's girls, they're all you know, early 20s and teenagers, and they were just sitting in Starbucks on the cruise ship doing watercoloring, and all these people kept coming up and looking, and they were interested. So you just don't know like who you're going to meet when you're sitting there. Like, it's really, really fun. So yeah, I think we just need to maybe just get out of our usual space, our usual routine, just, you know, break it up a little bit and really start to enjoy. Ah, that wasn't lemon lime twist, it's Granny. We won't use you. We want lemon lime twist. You fake Granny apple. I mean, you fake lemon lime twist. You. There we go. That's better. But yeah, just sort of like you've got to, like for me, I found that setting a goal. Okay, if you clean up this section of your craft room, then you can do this, or yeah, then you can go and do some crafting at Starbucks, or you know, and then slowly your room will start to take shape again. But then you're still also getting your mojo happening, you're getting the dopamine, you're enjoying your environment, you're getting a little bit of time out. You could even ask some friends to meet you there for coffee and just say, look, I'm just going to be doing some crafting while I'm at the coffee shop. Do you want to come down? I'm just going to be doing some colouring, or I mean, I think colouring's the best thing to do while we're out. You have it all set up, ready to go. And the stamping could still work because you could do, you know, a sheet of stamping and then just colour away. And then when you come back home, you can do all the cutting. Now, 13.7. So Sarah, you asked a question. Do we have a die that we use for a 60th card? So Brianna and I actually don't celebrate Christmas or birthdays, but the one thing that, you know, like if I think of, you know, what people have made, it just would depend on the person. Like what are they interested in, and is it a male or female? So yeah, I would be looking for like a masculine card or cards with flowers, or you know, like you would just look for what is going to be the best thing for that person. Now, that is a very good question, and it's a routine that I've just got into, but I personally feel, and I've told a few people this, that it could be just psychosomatic, but firstly, I really enjoy the feel of the blade when I've done some of the scoring, because it kind of just creates like a ridge, which just, I don't know, just sort of paves the way for the blade to go through. And I can't quantify it. I haven't got any data to say yay or nay, but I actually feel like because you're squashing down the fibres, and you know, it's only slightly, you think, oh, how could it make that big a difference? But I actually feel like my blade is lasting longer, and it just has a nicer cut. You know how sometimes you can get, you know, a bit furry on certain, like particularly the colours that are lighter, that don't have as much dye in them. And you know how sometimes it has like this really weird like lip thing, like it's got a little bit here, but I just feel like, yeah, you know how you're like, oh, for me anyway, I go, oh, that's the back, that's the front, because I can just tell there's like a little lip that happens when you cut. when I score first, I feel like that lip or that, you know, the impact it has. I'll just try it now without, you know, doing the scoring. Still awesome. Yeah, still looks great. But I don't know, it's just a routine. Like the feel of it just felt like it's got a little bit extra drag, you know, a little bit extra pressure maybe on the blade. But again, could be all completely in my head. So you do you. But it's just a routine I've got into now because I just, particularly for the basic white, I was just getting too many furries and I didn't like the feel of the blade against the cardstock. So how many have we got there? I think we've got enough actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I might just do one more sheet because I'm going to do some more for the customers this month. And I've actually got some customer cards to send out. That's another one of the big jobs I've got to do today. So sorry to my beautiful July customers. They are coming. I promise that I'm doing it. So you might even get some of these too, just because, you know, why not? Yeah, so that was, Donna, exactly how I felt about the Stampin' Up blades as well. And this is, I feel for me personally, this is my workaround. And it since then, I've been, yeah, I feel like it's got a little bit more longevity. I haven't had to purchase them or change them as often. The other thing that's really important with your blade is because you tend to go, like I tend to always go up, right? So just keep in mind, if I'm always going up, then your blade has two sides. So see how, like, you've got a point on that side and a point on that side. So if I'm always going up, make sure that when it starts to wear out that you turn and use the other side. So then you're getting, you know, you've got a blade on both sides, and that also helps as well, because you don't want to be like, oh, it's done. Like if you haven't flipped it, then you know, that's basically an entire whole new sharp blade on the other side that hasn't been used at all, because I just tend to go up all the time. Hello, Tess. And you know, you might have a direction that you don't know that you're going in all the time. So that has helped as well. So you go up and then down. Oh, so you go 2. Oh, yes. Yeah. So that, but then your cut is only happening once. So that means your blade's only getting used on the top. So you would need to turn it around. Like at the end of the day, we're only using one side. Some of you might, yes. Oh, well, maybe that's what you mean, Donna. Sometimes you go up and down. Sometimes you go up. I find if I'm just going in that one direction all the time, that then when it runs out, I can flip it and know that it's brand new. That's just me personally, because you could find, you know, if you're doing up and down, you may not realize that you're doing up more often. So that's going to wear out, but your down still might have life in it. Does that make sense? So that's why I like to go the one direction, because then I know that I haven't used the other side at all. And it's pretty much a brand new blade then. I don't know, but yes, it could help. I feel like it helps. And how are you today, Tess? Good to see you on here, my friend. You've been good. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day here in Perth today. We've got really nice. Actually, I don't know if it's sunny today, but yesterday it was absolutely gorgeous. And the weekend we had friends here, and I was so happy the weather held out for them. They came from Melbourne and they just had such a fun time that they're planning their next trip here. We're like, yes, come back, because we live in such a beautiful area here in the Swan Valley. So we took them to a few food tasting, the Last Crumb, and our friends own the Last Crumb. And oh my goodness, the food. Bruno got to try a new cheeseburger pie. Oh, so beautiful. Yum, yum, yum. There we go. That looks good. Oh, cut it wrong. couple of them. I don't know what I did there. Randomness. Now we'll do some embossing. So we've done all our cutting for the base and for the top. So now we'll do all of our embossing all in a row. So I'm doing 10 for our swaps, for our Crazy Crafter swaps. I've already made one, so 9 for them. And then the others I've just got for customer cards. Because I've got customer cards for this month, but I've also got a little bit behind, and I've got customer cards for last month that I need to send out. And we were doing, like, we had some cards around here that we were doing, like some paper pumpkin cards. But yeah, I knew I needed to do some new cards for them as well. So yeah, pretty much I really should be doing more than this, but anyway, this will be a good start. We're always card making, aren't we? Which is great. It's good fun. I think being able to do it from a business point of view, where I am proactively doing videos and I'm also doing customer cards regularly, like, it's actually really good in terms of getting the most out of your purchases. So I know it sounds really strange, but being a business demonstrator means I actually get to craft probably more than most of my customers do, which I think is amazing. It's like you're busier than ever before, and yet you get to craft more than ever before. So yeah, some people are like, oh no, I'd never be a business demonstrator. You know, I just like crafting. It's like, well, you'll do more crafting than you've ever done in your life if you start Stampin' Up as a business. Especially if you get your customer base happening and you've got a team, and it's like, oh wow. I was talking to Erica so when she does like a lot of card kits, and you know, the amount of cards that these demonstrators are making is just like, oh my goodness, no customer would do that. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, I forgot about the hinge. Although I've never ever had one crack. I think these ones that are a little bit bigger have got more stability in them. But yeah, it probably does go in better. Thank you, Luann. It's good practice. I actually forgot about that. But it seems to be flowing nicely. A few of you said the same thing. I've literally never ever thought about that, like, for a long time. I just yeah, and I've never had one crack. Or have any of you had it crack? I think it's just because the flower's facing me. I'm like, oh, it's facing me. Is that why it's hinged first, so that it doesn't... Is it for the machine or is it for the folder? Because yeah, I've never had an issue with the folders before. Particularly these bigger ones. I think they're quite hardy. I'm just going to have a little look at emails here. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Oh, Cheryl. I'll have to refund Cheryl because she's on my training. Oh yes, there's a few that can't get into the Facebook group for the training because I did it as a private group, and yeah, it's quite interesting. You can't, if you create a private group, you can't give people a link to join. There's always something to learn, isn't there? It's like, oh, I thought I'd figured something amazing out. And then I'm like, oh, no, that's not going to work. Trial and error. It's how we learn, isn't it? We're never going to get it perfect. Oh, yeah, it does say share. So you've got to... That's interesting. It's like it won't let you copy a link. Anyway, live and learn. I'll add everyone in manually. I wonder if I do it through Messenger, then I can find it again. That would be handy. Let's see.
Sorry, I just got distracted. Can I help you with something?
No, all good. I was just looking at the group because, yeah, you know how someone said, oh, I can't get in.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. But anyway, we can do that a bit after and see. Because I'd love to figure out a way to get...
If you make me a admin or invite me...
Oh, yeah, then you can add.
I can't even find it now.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so I've made it really private. Good, we'll try that. Actually, it'd be good to try it on Bruno to see if it works, because he's not on there. He would be the best person to test it on. So I'll say Bruno. Test. See, we're trial and erroring again. But if not, I could just send a... Oh, Nancy, you cutie. You don't have to fix it up. You're on our training program. I'll refund both you girls. And there's Jessica as well. She's on our training. So the membership for YouTube. So yeah, so we're slowly getting it all out there. Last night I was like, I'm so tired. I want to tell everyone today, but I was just like, I have to go to bed because I stayed up all night. Saturday night, like I literally got 2 hours sleep, and I'm like, this is not good. I need to go to bed. So what ends up happening, it's really cool, but I can actually send... I'll share my screen here. So I can actually send a message to just my demonstrator training people on YouTube and let them know we have an exciting new training for you all. Thank you for your support and membership. This is hopefully going to be a regular training bundle for you to enjoy. Yay! And I don't know what I'll end up doing link-wise, but I will work it out what I'll do to ensure that they get all the info that they need on there. So if you're on the training group, don't buy any more. 2 of you have purchased now that are part of the training program or training membership on YouTube. It's all right. I'll refund them. I think what I'll end up doing, because I want them to be able to get it in the newsletter as well. So I might... Where's my little embossing folder gone? Look at me talking out loud. I'm like, how am I going to best dispense this information? be really good if I could send a link through MailChimp that enables them to put themselves in a category or something. There surely has to be a way that you can trigger, because I love automation. Automation's probably the biggest thing that saves my business, is having everything. Like, it takes a lot of work to set up, but then once it's set up, it's like then everything just connects. And particularly because we go to sleep and overnight there was quite a lot of activity that was happening, and I can't even reply when there's an issue. But when it's just constantly you're getting that instant access, it's so good. Like, we all want instant, don't we? We're like, yeah, I'm ready for a class right now. I'm ready for a training right now. I've got dopamine. I'm excited. I've got the time. Very good. That's something that would be good to ask ChatGPT, actually, is how, what you could use to Do you like my typing? Sorry, I will be back. I'm doing a brief interlude of asking ChatGPT, how would I get these people to get the membership training automatically? I love ChatGPT. Oh my goodness, it helps me with so much more than Google ever did. I have Zapier too. It's so good, being able to use, because we have so many different things that we pay for, and sometimes you forget what the apps can do to help you. And I was paying for a service, I think it was called Mail Pass or something like that, and little did I know the whole time we paid for it, I could have done it on another thing that I paid for, and I'm like, oh no.
What do you want? Do you want me to do that?
Yeah, sure. It's alright, I can do it after. It's all good. I just was trying to prevent the girls from buying and then having to refund. All good.
Do you want me to make a message on the demonstrator YouTube membership saying that it's coming?
Yeah.
Is that what you want?
Well, I was hoping I could actually just give them the link that they need to.
On the YouTube. Yeah, we can do that. Because that can just be on a post on YouTube with the demonstrator training as the audience rather than. Do you understand what I mean?
I've got a few ideas, but yeah. I think what you said's right. Just for now, we'll just do that. Because I'm always looking for interesting automation ideas, and so that even though it might take a little bit of time to set up, then it's all automated. And yeah, trying to be as professional as I can, rather than just like, oh, here you go, here's a link sort of thing. Because I want them to be able to get follow-up emails and get the link for the Facebook group, and like, it's a lot more complicated than just here's a link. I want them to be able to get the full experience. But I think that's the key, actually, Bruno. It's landing pages. That's the key. Because I haven't really researched landing pages on MailChimp, but you can set up different, it's not a group, but it's a different way of getting information from someone. I was like, I know there's a way of doing it. This is what I'm thinking about all the time as I'm crafting. That's why I get like dopamine hits, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I've just thought of something. And that's why I end up never actually finishing on my cards, because I'm like, oh yeah, I've got to do that. Oh yeah, I want to do that. But I just, I do it in between. It just, then it ends up taking, I'm like, oh, why did it take so long to finish all those cards? It's because I was doing innovation in between. Can't help myself. And then every time I learn something new like that really helps my life, I'm like, oh, I just really want to do training on it so I can share it with other people, because it genuinely is life-changing. But I've had to teach myself how to do everything. And, it's hard sometimes, because you're like, I know what I want the outcome to be, but I don't know the processes in order to achieve the outcome that I'm looking for. Okay. Look at us go. Look at all this. Woohoo! Now we'll do some sponging. Oh, my shoulder's sore now. It was already sore from the other day when I did all the workbook. I was like creating all these different squares and doing all sorts of different things, and I must have been like really like putting pressure on, because I was trying to do it really fast, because it was 2 a.m. then 3 a.m. then 4 a.m. and I'm like, oh my goodness, I need to go to bed. So for you, Sarah, you can either purchase it, because our direct team members will also receive it, but I'm going to be doing it with like a little bit of a promotion for the direct team members where they can earn it. They have to work for it, because you've always got to have some skin. I find that if I just gift it to the team, I'm thinking about myself too. If I get given a gift and someone's like, oh yeah, you can come and do this, like the chances of me actually using it or doing it actually minimizes a lot. So yeah, you got to have something that you either pay or you spend time on doing something. I think you're more likely to actually follow through. Oh, that looks so gorgeous. Love it. Chop it. Today's not love it, chop it. Today's love it, rip it. If you love your paper, you'll rip your paper. But I know there was a demonstrator on stage one time and they ripped the paper and she just about, she was like, it was like someone had been damaged or something or injured. She was just like, oh my goodness, like her heart was just like that poor paper. Yeah, while we're doing this, actually, there is one thing I need to show you all. Where is it? So I think, yes, this one here. We need to do that, and we need to do that. I want to show you the video class bundle of the month, which is so exciting. So yeah, like I said, we have been very busy. I think that's the right one. Sneaky peeky. Oh, actually, we'll go back here. What's that one? Oh, you know, it's in sneak peek. And I think it's that one there. Yes, that's the one. Love it, chop it. Bear with, bear with. I will be with you un momento, por favor. I'm going to change the colours of my buttons later, but I get more ink, I feel. I like it to be a bit more inky. It's, here you go. Hi. At least my shirt matches it, but sorry about the other buttons. I haven't changed them yet. But this is the Valley and Bloom All-Star Video Class Bundle, 12 classes for only $22 Australian, which is about $15 US, which is just amazing. And you can, sign up for this or click, like if you use the QR code on the screen, you can go check out all of our previous ones. And even if you don't have this suite of products, they're an amazing, amazing resource. Like there's so many incredible ideas that you can get from these classes, and there's unlimited access, instant access. It's not an event, so yeah, you just jump right in and you don't have to wait for a date. You can just say, you know what, I feel like crafting today and I need some inspiration. So you'll get some really, really great ideas from these incredible designers, and you can enjoy that. So just a little FYI. But yeah, this is a little technique I learned from Cheryl Miller. One, I also feel like it gives you a more even inking, like sometimes particularly with these ink pads, not so much our new ones. I think they're going to be a bit better. But this type of foam, you can, I'll just show you an example here, but say I go like this. See how it's already starting to take away the color from that section? Like it moves the ink around. And so then it sort of ends up creating like a little bit of unevenness. It can actually, like these are not as sturdy. So I think, yeah, there's a different, like lots of different layers as to why, like if I push down now, it'll smush it all back in. But I just feel like personally I can grab more color from the block. I can tell if the ink actually needs to be refilled. Yeah, I could easily just use the refill and put it on here, but then it's not spread out evenly, which then will, create issues when you're sponging. So yeah, a few different reasons. And, a lot of people are like, no, I don't need to do that. Great. But it's just one of those habits that I've got into now where, yeah, I see the difference, and it's minimal, but I see the difference when I'm creating now, and so I'm like, now I can't do it any other way. Even if I've got a whole pile that I need to do here that are going to take a while, it's still worth it because each individual card is for an individual person who I want to give my best to. So it's important to be able to give good quality to every single card, even though you're doing bulk. Each card matters as though you're just doing one. And this is a great thing. Like, imagine sitting in Starbucks doing this. Like, really awesome. You could be watching a video while you're sitting there sipping on your drink. Like, this is a great, like, easy thing to bring. Like, look at this pile here. I know that that's going to take me, you know, a good amount of time. That's going to give me a coffee or two. And who knows who's going to be watching as well. But you just bring your scratch paper, bring your ink, and your ink, like you like, this is all you need. And then you just go to a public place and sit down. You could go to the park. You could, like, whatever you want to do. We've got some beautiful parks around here, actually. And just, yeah, go somewhere different than usual. Do something that's out of the norm and just feel like you've had a little bit of a refresh. And I think for me too, what I do enjoy about doing that is if I've got a task that is quite repetitive, if I'm near my computer or I've got my phone, I tend to get distracted. Whereas if I'm specifically going to, say, Starbucks or you know, sitting in the park, and my one job is to get all this sponging done, I am much more likely to get that done in a much faster way, even though I've left the house. You know, in your brain you can think, oh, why would I do that? Like, this is so much quicker if I'm here. But, you know, then I'm near the kitchen and then I need food, and then, like, you know, there's always a opportunity of procrastination to occur. There's always a side quest that ends up happening. I'm like, oh no, Kylie's on another side quest. Why, Kylie? Aren't you doing your customer cards? Kylie's out weeding. What are you doing out here? Bruno's like finding me all sorts of places. It's like, what? So, what was the suggestion that Nicole made? Oh, yes, the alphabet die. That's nice. Thank you, Nicole. That's a great way of doing it. Yeah, any of you like that as well, where you do a task and then you're like, oh my goodness, why have I got so distracted here? Get the big block. Yay! Let's get lots of ink on here. Saves us doing it too many times, eh? Look at all that ink. Yes. And I think that's why, like, it's good for me to have not only this free channel, but also my members page, because it just helps me to stay focused. You know, which is why when I got a little bit unfocused, I started doing things over on the side. Friends like, oh, do you need help? You got another side quest, Kylie? Oh yeah, thanks, Bria. That's right. I am live. Because I think with the members, I'm a little bit more relaxed too. And I just do other things while I'm at it. It's a true behind the scenes. It's like, oh, what's Kylie up to now? What's she doing? Oh, I love this lemon lime twist on lemon lime twist. It looks so good. Oh, it just makes it pop so much. So after I've finished these, then I'm going to do a little bit of the prep for the training. I've just got to send out a newsletter and get some of and work out why people aren't able to get onto the Facebook group. And then I'm going to continue on our members page until I finish them all. So that could take a while. So if you're up for a little marathon this afternoon or this evening, I know some of you are probably, the UK is about to wake up probably soon. They'll be waking up to hours and hours of content. But yeah, so if you want a little bit more, I'll be over on the members group having a bit of a chitty chat, and hopefully if you've got some crafting to do too. Yeah, and I agree, Luann. I think that, and you know, this is the thing is I've been journaling and I've done business things at Starbucks, but to be honest, I've never actually done colouring it. And it was when I went on the incentive trip and I saw Erica Serwin's girls doing it that I was like, oh my goodness. And even talking to Corey Hancock, our VP of sales, she was saying, you know, this is actually what people are doing now, is they're saying to their friends, let's go for drinks, and they're bringing along like a watercoloring book, you know, that they use to watercolor. And there's this watercoloring book that has gone absolutely viral, and I'm like, how did we miss this boat? Like, we have all of this, we have these tools, but I think because we're hitting the wrong market, like we're sort of trying to do card making and scrapbooking, but there's some people out there that don't want to actually do anything with it. They're just colouring, you know, they have a book and they colour. So I think that sort of thing is making a big resurgence with people, is just to be doing something while you're having a drink. And because one thing we like to do with friends, just so that you're not sort of, you know, having to talk the whole time and you want a little bit of a break, we like to watch like different music videos or YouTube, like little snippets or shorts or things like that, or something funny. Or we even do karaoke. We often do karaoke at our place, and it's just a really nice, I don't know what you call it, like conversation breaker, like a bit of time out to just, you know, sit and watch someone sing, you know, have a little bit of entertainment. And I think it's a bit the same with colouring. Like say you've got friends that are introverts and they know that, you know, there's sort of no pressure to have a conversation because you're just colouring or, you know, doing something, and it's just, you can get into a little zone and you've all got something in common that you know, oh, what colour are you using? And it's good for people like me who are more extroverted and can unintentionally end up dominating a conversation or interrupting people. I feel like it helps me a lot to regulate my nervous system, you know, not making any medical claims, but it does help me to be more engaged, and it helps me energy wise as well, because I find that I'm so like grossly engaged in what's being said that it's absolutely exhausting, because my brain is just constantly, you know, trying to connect things and think of things that I've been through and empathy. And whereas when I colour, I find I'm like, oh, what? So what was that? Oh, yeah. Oh, well, yeah, without having to be like, that happened to me when I was in that place. It's just something that I've noticed that I tend to do. So yeah, I'm working on that one. And I think colouring with others will help me with that as well. Look at this. Look at us go. Beautiful. We might be due for a little bit more. How excitement. I hope I have a lemon lime twist refill. That would be sad, wouldn't it? Beautiful. Last one. So I made a really interesting cheesecake this way. I would change it up a little bit more, but it was actually cream cheese and yogurt and honey and baklava style. So it was actually using filo pastry as the crumb base. I would slightly change it because I just felt like it wasn't overly sweet, but it was probably a little undersweet for a dessert for me. Look at that. What have we got? Yeah, they're all that way. Good. So there we go. We're cooking with gas. We've got the card bases here. We've got this one. Actually, one last thing that we'll do together, just so that we've got it all. It just feels like I tied in a bow, but I will rip that paper with you here because, yeah, I feel like that's a really fun thing to do together. So that one was, I think it's this one here that's the right width, isn't it? Yep. And as we learnt, we'll do it from the back. I feel like it's got a nicer look to it. Yes. I'll just take that bit off of there. Yeah, that's better. And that can go. And see how even the one that like you'd never think going smaller, but I actually really like that. I think it just, yeah, adds a really nice look to the page. No, Bruno has moved on from Lemon Lime Twist. It used to, yeah, he'll have to tell you actually. I'm not sure what Bruno's favourite colour is at the moment. So you can just do this next to it. So I've kind of got my finger, you know, next to it, just sort of preventing it from traveling too far. That one just grabbed a little bit, so maybe I'll just try it here. This one, yeah, that one's all right. So maybe it's actually better lifting. Yeah, I think lifting up you have a better chance of, yeah, see, the minute I lay it down, oh no, that seems all right. Yep. That one's a little bit thick. Look, that was just grabbing a bit too much there of the white. So if you get here, just bring it in a little bit. I mean, you might be okay with it having a lot of white because it's actually quite nice against the paper. It's very flexible, this ripping. Are any of you dying? Like they're like, oh no, I'm just ripping it. Because I know some really struggle with ripping. As I said, today's love it, rip it. That's better. We're going to be ripping experts by the time we finish these. Look at that. Oh, we are rocking it. It's easier when you have less, like when you can hold it. Ta-da! Look at that. So how many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's pretty good. I think I did about 20 of these. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, 22. Good. So a little bit extra here if we wanted it. I think I'll do it with this one here. What was the measurement again? It was 9.3, I think it was. Let's just, oh no, it would have been the whole way along. Oh, lucky we checked. Always check. Check twice. That's better. Oh, we'll do this side. Yeah, anyway, do it after this one. Ooh. Guys. So there we go. We've got all our ripping. So then what I'll do over with the members is, hello, Chantel. Good to see you. What I'll do with the members is we'll do our stamping and then we'll glue everything down. So yeah, we're doing really well. I'll definitely put that on the positioner tool and then get those done together. But yeah, we're doing really well. So thanks for looking, Nicole. It's your Crazy Crafters swap that you've got to see today. But thank you so much for joining us, everyone. I really appreciate your support watching, and for those of you that place orders with us, we can't thank you enough for helping us to do what we love and to share all this creativity. It's an amazing opportunity to be able to teach people some crafting. It's fun. So thank you so much. Remember that we've also got the sale that's happening this month for the paper. Love it, chop it month. We'll have to call it that, won't we? Love it, chop it month, or love it, rip it month. And remember, we've also got the video class bundle. So don't miss out on that one. Actually, I think I can lock that one. So definitely get the Valley and Bloom. For those of you that do purchase this month, you'll get the Valley and Bloom card that we made today, as well as this video class bundle for free you get as a gift, and our direct team members do as well. So that's a gift that we like to give to yeah, just give 12 classes every month. We do these, and only $22 Australian if you're not our team member or customer. We made it available for you to be able to purchase as well, and we kept it affordable. We didn't have to do that. We could make it really expensive. I mean, I know classes that are four craft classes, and it's over $50. Yeah, so 12 for 22 is still very reasonable. It is valued at over $50, but we wanted to keep it reasonable even for the ones that aren't in our team and our customers. But it is valued at, yeah, way over 50. So, and we don't want to increase that just yet. We won't say it won't happen, but you know, take advantage of this price while you can, because it really genuinely is such an amazing price point. So make the most of that. Everything's just increasing now, isn't it? It's so difficult. But yeah, thanks for being here. We appreciate all your support, and we'll see you definitely next week. Yeah, looking forward to catching up again and doing some more creativity with you, especially because this new mini catalogue that's May to August is finishing this month, people. So let's get using some of those beautiful things and purchasing into the ones that we really, really want to keep and really want and haven't got yet. So don't miss out on the gorgeousness from this, okay? Because it's finishing this month. All right. Ciao for now, lovely people. See you soon. And our members, just give me about half an hour or so and we'll see you online. Lemon lime twist fingers. See you, everyone. Big hugs. Oh, and P.S. if you want to join us on YouTube, just come over to our YouTube page and you'll see a little button that says join membership, and then you can join me for the next couple of hours to get these swaps done and customer cards. So if you want more creativity, come and join us. Come and join the community. All right. Ciao for now. See you soon. Bye.